friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you guys are new. My name is Dink and I'm finally putting out this video. If you guys already follow me, you know that I intended to put out this video quite a while ago in the beginning of the month. We're at the end of the month, so it doesn't make as much sense, but you guys still wanted to see it. And I'm really excited to share this hobby of mine and this side of mine that you guys don't always see. I know the main content I do post is Disney and stuff like that, which there will be eventually more stuff like that, Disney content and everything. But I wanted to share my other hobbies and interests and more of like me on this channel moving forward. So today I'm going to share with you guys a hobby that I not recently got into. I got into this hobby, I want to say before the pandemic. Really got into it during the pandemic, but like really invested, I want to say the past couple of years, because it helps a lot with my anxiety. It gives me a creative outlet, just like doing YouTube gives me a creative outlet, and it just helps me keep my mind off of things, because you know, we overthink and think all the time. So yeah, let's get into it. This is my bullet journal, my 2025 bullet journal. This is a paper age. I will link it down below. I got it from Amazon. It is amazing. It's like 10 bucks, I want to say, and it's a really good bullet journal. Nothing really bleeds through. It's very inexpensive and it gets the job done. That's all I'm saying. I have a few stickers on here, which are so cute. We have this pixie one, a Bulba, Pachaco, New Jeans. This little dragon one is from my nephew's baby shower invitation that my sister gave me. I have like this fox one I got from work, this panda one, and then this my Melly one. That's crying because same, but I love this journal and I love the color. This journal is going to contain January till June, and then I also already have another one that my brother got me, and that will go from July to December. And I'm really excited to show you guys my March spread. The theme of it is Strawberry Matcha, because your girl's been very into matcha lately. Like today I had a blueberry matcha and chef's kiss. It was so good. Anyways, let's get into the supplies really quick before we actually get into the bullet journaling. So, main themes I use is a mechanical pencil. I use this to trace out everything before I start like going in, coloring, and like decorating and stuff like that. I tend to use Pilot G207 pen. So I use the black one as like an everyday jot my thoughts down, fill out my bullet journal, my to-do list and stuff like that. And then sometimes, depending on the theme, I will pick colors on the theme, so pink and green for Strawberry Matcha, to use to add more details, stuff like that, trace some things. I also use these ink pens to do like outlines, trace like my spreads and stuff like that. I don't know, there it goes. Trace out my spreads and everything like that, because using a pen is not as thick or as smooth to just go along the page, like whoop, you know what I mean? So there's that. Sometimes I use these paper mate markers as well to kind of add more depth, I guess, and like trace out like drawings I do or letters to make them pop a little bit more, if that makes sense. So we have these colors that we're using, and then the main markers I use are the like zebra highlighters. Love them. I have so much. So we have like this peachy pink color, this light gray color, and a green color that we'll be using. These I stand by. They're amazing. They don't bleed through, and they have so many different colors. So definitely love them. Those are all the supplies we are using. So let's get into the video of me showing you guys how I set up my March bullet journal. So let's get started with my March 2025 bullet journal spread. So like I said in the intro, I tend to sketch everything out prior to coloring everything in and decorating it. It's just easier for me. and this is our cover page for March. So usually on the left side I will put like a quote, a doodle with a quote, or the last 2 months. So for January and February I did like a focus of the month, and I think that kind of stressed me out a little bit. I think I had too high tensions for 2025, where it was just like, girl, you need to calm down, new year, new me kind of deal. And so for the month of March, I decided to do something a little bit more simple. I found this cute little kawaii drawing on Pinterest that fit the theme for this month, which is Strawberry Matcha. And it's this cute little matcha being like whisked and everything. And I love the face he's making and everything. And the quote that you see written out is, there's too matcha stress, meaning there's too much stress. And I think I tend to let a lot of little things get the best of me. And I also feel like I set my goals really, really high, and I set too many at a time that it just stresses me out. So for the month of March, I wanted to just really focus on taking one day at a time, not letting little things stress me out. And and I feel like I did that for this month. Now that we're at the last week of March, I feel like I kind of did that. I took one day at a time and try not to stress over little things I can't control. So, and I thought this drawing was so cute. And I tend to get most of my ideas on Pinterest and then make it my own, in a sense. Now I am doing the cover page where I usually put what month it is, so for March. So I did a bunch of strawberries, and then these are like an overview of like a hot matcha latte that I saw on Pinterest. And for the outline of it, I just did it really roughly. And here I am going in with my green highlighter, which I'm going to point this out because you guys will see in this video, your girl struggles with this green marker. This green marker, you guys will see, because it's like on its last leg, but I was determined to use it. But I'm just using my highlighters to color everything in, and as you guys can see, it looks really flat if you're not outlining the drawings. So I am using my Papermate markers in order to outline everything, and I'm using like a darker red for the strawberries and like a darker green for everything that's green. And I know not everybody has like the supplies they need when they first start out bullet journaling, but you can definitely just outline it in pen or with a black marker, and it'll still give that like better feel of it not being as flat, if that makes sense. And another thing I learned about bullet journaling is kind of just doing it the way I want, and if it looks a little rough, it's totally fine. It's not needed to be perfect. Now we are moving on to my calendar. So here's the sketch, and ta-da! It's already pre-colored. Just wanted to skip that part since you guys don't want to repeat it. So here I'm using my pink highlighter to highlight the top of each like box of my calendar. And then I'm using green, so I'm alternating between pink and green. And then we're using this marker to kind of outline the month. And like I said, like when I used to bullet journal, I would get so stressed about it looking perfect that it may look perfect to you guys, but like these lines are rough. I'm not even using a ruler because I lost my ruler. I bought a new one and I don't know where it is. So I think the messier it looks, the cuter it looks. That's my mentality now. Like, she's supposed to look this way. And I added these cute little stickers for like stars and then the days of the week that I got from Daiso. And then now I'm using my Pilot markers. So I have this pink one and then the green one to write each day, like number of the week, as you can see. And just alternating, like using the pink one for the pink highlight and then the green for the green highlight, if that makes sense. Now moving on to our next spread, which is my content planning let's do a little boop, pre-colored everything for you guys. Now, I had big intentions for these pages. So for the content planner, my idea was to kind of plan out what kind of content I was going to do each week of the month of March. Content from my channel to Instagram photos, stories maybe, and even my TikTok. I'm gonna break the news to you guys. Obviously, it didn't really plan out for me because this is my first and only video for March. So the intentions were there, but I think it's something that wasn't gonna work for me. This was just trying a new idea of a bullet journal and like planning my YouTube's videos. But it wasn't there. The idea's there, but it wasn't there. But maybe something that didn't work for me may work for someone else who bullet journals and does YouTube or content. And then the notes side was just gonna jot down ideas, notes for pictures or video ideas for TikTok and stuff like that. So the intention was there, but honestly, I didn't use these pages all. I wish I did, but like I said, it's something that didn't work for my needs and may work for someone else. So that's why I'm still sharing it. Now let's move on to my next spread, which is my habits and my gratitude page. So right here, I'm just using my highlight markers to color in the bubble letters of each title page, and then using the Papermate markers to outline them. So for my habits page, I decided to do 6 mini little calendars, so 6 habits. My habits tend to be taking my meds every day, maybe reading a couple pages of a book, going to bed at a certain time. Just any habit that you want to continue to work on, or one like a new habit. And then I'm just outlining the little boxes, the little calendar with my little marker pen. Then we have my gratitude page. I'm using my pink highlight to alternate each row. So every other row I'm doing pink to give it a little pop. But what I like to do is kind of think of one happy thing that happened each day. I know everyone has bad days. I'm not saying you can't have a bad day, but you can also reflect on something good that happened, whether you had a cup of coffee that morning, went out to dinner with your friends, or did your nails that day. It can be something so simple and small to something more like a big event that you went to, like a concert or anything. Just one little happy thought each day helps me. So here is the finished product of my March 2025 bullet journal spread of Strawberry Matcha. So here's the cute little cover page. Like I said, I added a couple of like star stickers I got from Daiso. And then our next page is our calendar. So here it is with like my work days and things. Like my California trip that I had and everything like that. And Pixie and Cloud's birthday. Just little themes. And then we're going to turn the page and turn the page. And here's the spread that I told you guys about. I did not utilize it. So here's the proof. Your girl didn't utilize it, but could be an idea for someone else to utilize. And then here is my habits page. Obviously there's some habits I need to work on more than others a little bit. I think they all kind of need a little bit work, honestly. And then here is some of my happiness of the day. So like I said, little things and big things that can make my day just a little bit better. So those are those pages. And then I wanted to quickly show you guys my weekly pages that I didn't really utilize, which I need to work on utilizing my weekly spreads better. So here's some cutesy pages, and this is the coming week, so hopefully I will utilize it better. And then we have this bank page where I'm going to put my recap for March. So let me go ahead and show you guys my recap for January, because I still yet to do my February one. So I put things like songs that I was listening to that month, a book I read, drinks, TV shows, and then my nephew being born. And then there's like little things here and there that like were a highlight for me during that month. So I'll be doing the same thing for March. And then here's a quick little sneak peek of April, and you guys let me know if you want to see my April bullet journals. I really enjoy showing this hobby with you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Bullet journaling is really fun to me. Obviously there's certain areas I need to like work on. Definitely my weekly spreads, I need to actually like do them. I think I just get ahead of like work and stuff. Like my routine is wake up, work, come home, eat, shower, bed, do it all over again. So I need to take the time to actually start filling out my weekly spreads. So that's something I'm going to work on in April as well. Hopefully putting out more content for you guys in April as well. But let me know if you guys did enjoy it by giving this video a big thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.